Hello YouTube, this will be part 1 of doing the valves on this 16 horsepower Briggs and the Alice 716H. Should be 1974, that's what the engine is. I believe that's all original. We're going to take all this off. First thing you do, take off your battery cable. We're going to take all this off to hold the solenoid. We're going to remove the coil, the exhaust. That's going to be temporary when I first get it running. I do want to run it down below. And then the carburetor will come off. So we'll come back when we got a little bit of work done. Okay, this is for my benefit. Here's your throttle cable going up to the dash. We're going to move this lever so we all can see it. See that? Stop and go on there. See where it goes? It hooks right in here on that arm. Then hooks down on the arm down there. See that? And that's not the governor arm coming out of the motor, because that one's down here. See this? Get in here. See that? That's where it hooks to the carburetor, is on this arm. Can you see it? Yes, that spring's off, looks like. So this is for my benefit too, so it was worth spending the, what, 51 seconds? I'm looking on the timer. It's worth spending the time, huh? Okay, we have the carb off. Here's the rod for the carb that went up to it. See that, where it hooked right there? That's straight out of the block. This is just a piece on the block. And it looks like this bracket thing is behind this elbow. I'll have a picture of my finger pointing at it. So we're off to take this off. We chose to take the carburetor off here because we've done it so many times it's just easy to do. Okay, we kind of measured where that was at. We took this nut off, took this rod out of it, because we don't know what holds that plate in there. We know we got to take this metal strip off to get the head. You know, the head bolts go through, but we're just going to put it off to the side somewhere. It's catching on me. Like I said, a lot of this video is going to be for my benefit too, so stay tuned for more. If you'd quit following there so we don't lose it. Yeah, don't lose that stuff. Okay, see all these wires? Spark plug wire? This probably had a coil on the flywheel and they switched to a car coil hooked to a battery. So we're getting rid of all this because it wasn't hooked up before, so it's in our way. Here's your valve cover. See it in there? Had to bring a light out here. Okay, moving right along. Okay, pay no attention to this wiring. Yours could be different. We're going to take this bracket off of here, right? It goes down to adjust the tension on the belt for the generator. And then this plate, the solenoid's kind of way of this nut. So we may have to take the solenoid off this plate. We will put this back up here, but we're going to relocate the coil somewhere else, down over there somewhere. We're not having it on top of a hot engine. We don't have to. So we're going to snap a picture of this mess. Okay, we did have to take a bolt out of the solenoid to get to move back, and then we're going to leave this all together. We just loosen these wires so we get a socket down in there, because we may want to turn this over when we're done and not want to have to do a whole bunch, hook everything up just to turn the motor over a little bit working on it. So there we go. See, this is ready to come off. Just pull these bolts out. Remember your bolts, there might be two long ones. I was always taught, don't trust me. The long ones usually used to go near the exhaust, but we'll check them when we come out and we'll write it down somewhere so we don't forget. So back to work. We had to bring a light out here. It's getting so cloudy and starting to sprinkle. We should not even have started. We're going to be very protective of this, even with the hood down, to cover this so no moisture gets in there. We'll probably spray down the cylinder wall with some rust spray. So stay tuned. Okay, looks like these three head bolts, that one goes through. To hold this is a factory lifting bracket for lifting the engine. I bet it is. Okay, all the head bolts are the same. We're going to remove the head bolts, and this will be the end of part 1. We'll take the head off in part 2. We're just kidding. Calm down. We're not going to leave her without seeing what's under here. Oh, I was aggravating myself there. I wonder if anybody went in the shop. Hey, if it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. It's starting to sprinkle on it. I know not to take this apart, but there is going to be oily rags, everything. There's not going to be no rust on my cylinder wall. I've got to get this done. I'm tired of it raining. Okay, listen to the rhythm of the rain, my foot. There, I'm trying this one. Are y'all ready? You ready to see what we're going to find out here? What do you think it's going to look like? Really nasty carbon, because this thing does use oil. Here we go. Live on film. Don't ask what all that stuff was. I think it was just dirt. Let's turn this motor up to the top and take a look here. Okay, that's pretty good inventory. We're going to run it, being the turn so easy, I mean, there's PTO shaft. Let's go through the paces. There's intake. Now this has a rotator on the exhaust, if I'm right. Just powered down, here comes the exhaust valve open. It's really gummy. I said I had a bunch of gunk in here. I was telling my friend Zippo on the internet. Did I say it right? Zippo Varga. He had a problem where he took it off and then he forgot that the valve rotator turned it and it stuck again because they're real nasty. Didn't want to run. Sort of my hand. Let's turn this one up. Well, they're both. You know, they're not going to turn real freely. They got a spring on them. Okay, let's take it back down to the bore and we'll look at the bore and give you a picture. If I look this up right, it's a 3.5-inch piston, so we'll snap a shot of the cylinder wall. This motor don't smoke a whole lot when it's running good. Bear with me, this is going to be shaky and tricky. Stand you up on your head for that one. What do you think? There's no heavy scoring. What do you think? Think it could have been overhauled once or something? Who knows? Okay, bear with me. I need to get this out of my hand and then hit the record button. Okay, here's my diagnosis so far, and I've turned this over so much my hand hurts. There's a lot of carbon. See right there? Where I'm kind of pointing right here. There's a lot of carbon stuff in that area. So I don't think that exhaust valve's sealing like it should. I did spray a bunch of PB blaster spray on the cylinder wall. Still had the oil changes anyway. The valve guides aren't too wobbly. The intake don't look too bad. You see how the carbon's so close to the edge? You gotta remember, I've been pouring Marble Mist oil and stuff in this gas since I got it to get rid of the carbon, and you see how much is right around here. So you know there's probably been chunks going off sticking in it. Because I say you try to start and be belching and backfiring out the exhaust and everything, and then also flooding through the intake. And I looked up the clearance on these. It's 8 and 18. 8 on the intake, 18 on the exhaust. I'm sure I'm right. It was a Briggs & Stratton chart. I'm saying right when you can see this, almost this little bitty piece right in here. I don't have a rag handy. Take some. See that down in there? It's almost as gray and burnt sooty as excuse me. Okay, we're back. Had to get rid of some congestion. It's almost as sooty as the stuff that sets up here. The flashlight doesn't do it justice, but that's my first diagnosis. We'll try to get a picture of that. I can't get the flash to work on this camera. I'm a dummy when running some of the stuff. I put it on auto flash and it says it doesn't need it. Well, I want flash. I know I could probably go do it manually, but we're going to try to get a picture off in that area right there, a close-up. So, thanks for watching this part. I don't know when I'm going to post these, but I'm going to wait till the project's done. Even if it was a failure, I'd still post what I got, though. You know how that goes. You work on a project and it's a failure, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Where's the rest of it? But thanks for watching.